This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, CSI, that's my boy. I talk to CSI almost every day we communicate. But we have to agree to disagree on his analysis that Goldman Sachs is not violating the SHO rules when they're selling shares. Well, not shares, they're selling counterfeit shares they don't own into the market. And they know they're not going to have the shares in one day. They know that. And CSI says in his video that in the agreement, the Ford agreement AMC, they said they will purchase them in the open market the next day or some nonsense like that. That does not fulfill the requirements of SHO. SHO means you have to have a reasonable belief that you have the shares, which means you have to have a prior agreement with the shares, saying that I'm going to buy them in the open market the next day does not fulfill the requirements of the SHO. Suppose there's nobody who's willing to sell AMC shares the next day. In order to fulfill the requirements of the short selling rules, you have to have a reasonable belief that you have the shares, which means a prior agreement to buy the shares. Saying you're going to buy them in the market does not fulfill the requirements of SHO because suppose nobody's selling. Okay? And not just that. Just because they wrote that in the contract doesn't mean they're going to do it. How many times do they do things or don't do things that they say they're going to do? And even if they plan on doing it, there is no guarantee that there's going to be somebody selling them shares the next day to fulfill their SHO requirements. The SHO requirements requires them to have that belief in advance, which means have that contract in advance. They can't sell shares short and then say they're going to buy them back in the market the next day. I mean, that does not fill the requirements of SHO. And I know you guys are going to be talking nonsense. I am not fighting with CSI. We just agree to disagree on this point. People can agree to disagree. People can have different points of view and not be fighting. We just disagree on this point. CSI thinks that what they're doing doesn't violate the short selling rules. I think that they do. And the reason I think that they do is because you can't say, I'm going to buy them back. I'm not buying them back. I'm going to buy real shares in the market the next day. You don't know if shares are going to be available to buy. The SHO, short selling rules require you to have the belief before you short the shares, which means the agreement to buy the shares has to be already in place. Okay, it has to be already in place. What they're doing is illegal. That contract is illegal, and the SEC knows it, the DOJ knows it, the FBI knows it, and anybody who opens their eyes and look at the SHO short selling rules and look at that agreement, they can't say that agreement don't start with dirty hands. Okay, they're saying they're going to violate the law in the agreement. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think somebody saying, I'm going to sell counterfeit shares and then the next day I'm going to try to buy them in the open market? Do you guys think that fulfills the short selling requirement that requires you to have the belief prior to selling the shares? Anyway, have a great day. God bless. And I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.